Well, hello, hi, it is me, it is I, Smotan Didi on the internet, and I am back. She is big. Where has she been? Stories were trending. Where was this girl? Okay, let's get into it. The reason I haven't been here is because I haven't been. Okay, here's what's been happening with me. I'm like, DJ somebody obviously passed away. That's a story, right? I mean, it's not really a story. It's people's lives. But I've had this on my mind, and Owami did a video on it, like not even too long ago, that I'm sitting down to talk about this. I am very fatigued at like just the nonsense that is South African gossip. Like, I mean, recording a live does not make you a blogger, does it? I mean, we call them bloggers. I don't consider myself, I'm not even trying to in my head when I'm thinking blogger or blog, I'm thinking like a couple of notches under like real journalism, right? And not for the journalist to get mad. But there's certain things I, for instance, will pick up a story on a blog to come and give my opinion in it, to do some commentary on it. Like I'm not a blog, like I'm not breaking stories. I don't have the machine in place to verify sources. This is why I can't just come on here and start saying lies and say, but allegedly, which is the point Oami was making in the live that she just did, like an hour-long live, talking about just how scummy it's becoming in these like gossip channel spaces. I feel that's more a correct term. Everybody's a blog. The Buzzy Bee girl was also being called a blog, would say, when she had her tit for tat with Doro. I think it's probably the last video that I posted. And I've been just watching a lot of YouTube channels over the past couple of weeks. The hands are just posting lives that D-list celebrities do, taking jabs at each other, and want to call that like, I don't mean to be all highbrow or highfalutin or nothing like that, but it's like, I mean, I guess it's levels to this shit, it's levels to everything. Like, stay with me. I'm just really running my thoughts. I haven't sat in front of a camera in a bit, but that's what's on my mind. I'm looking at the quality of work you guys are putting out. People are even getting into fights over the fact that people are reposting my lives without crediting me, and that's not fair, so I'm now gonna start branding my lives. Okay, fine. Talking about how it's so much work getting these lives. Girl, you use a screen record option on your camera because like somebody who got a BBL went live on Instagram. I don't know what to tell you, girl, but like, I mean, how fucking hard is that? Like, how hard is it? Oh my god. What's the hard part? You're camping out on the pages of these people, on their social media pages, so that you are in the nick of time to get the live when it begins for them. I mean, I guess these spaces are feeding each other in a way. But God, like every time you get online, it's a live. Like you just reposted somebody's live. There isn't even much of you coming on. And like the whole point of the channel surely is to for us to hear your take on what it is that the person who went live said, right? But you're just gonna post a live and say, oh my god, did you guys hear what insert person who got a BBL said about insert other person who got a BBL? And then you just, I don't know what to tell you, but the content is lackluster at best. I mean, I'd say disappointing, but I had no expectations. It's just whatever, like la bora. Like, ugh. If I'm being perfectly honest, it's like, ugh. Do you all not have a view? Is that the real thing? Because if you're not lying, making up stories, then you're doing this. You're posting a live. Like somebody went live and you like, oh my god, my head hurts at the lives. Every other, I'm like, this is what you want to do with your space. Like, when I started the channel, to Owami's point, she was saying in her live that, do you have a vision, a direction? I'm paraphrasing, that you want the channel to go in, or you're just gonna come on and whatever's popping at the time, run with that. Granted, if it's pulling the numbers, you are somewhat compensated and compelled to keep at it because it's bringing the eyeballs, right? We're not stupid, we're all grown, I understand that. But for me, I'm like, I don't know if I've said when I came on here, why I'm on here, what drew me to the space, what I envisioned for the space to be. By the way, my camera was not working with me. I had to use my phone. I was supposed to come on here and drink something with you guys. I finished the whole thing from frustration. It was green tea. But when I started the channel, I wanted to come on here, sip, and have a chat with you all about what's trending in the blogs, but related to what it is we experience in our real lives. I just feel like celebrities, as much as we're not the same, they have eyeballs on them the whole time. They have a lot of pressure from the public on them the whole time, but they are really just like, they have a magnifying glass on them, but we can always look inward and look at how they working through issues and related to some of the things that we're dealing with in life. So it was to give my opinion using a trending story as the backdrop to have a broader conversation as a society and what we might be going through. This is why you won't necessarily see me jumping on every story just because it's trending, because I don't plan to come on here and report on, oh my God, did you hear DJ somebody died? When he passed away, my initial thought, rather when he was murdered, my initial thought, the same thing happened when Takeoff was murdered. My initial thought was a conversation I'd been having with my best friend, where I was like, this nostalgia we have for the hood, and I'll do the video now, I guess, where we make it out, but we want to stay within and we want to go back, or we build our empire in these environments. The environment eventually turns on us. Should we leave? That was my conversation. That was my take. But sometimes I feel timing is everything and things are in bad taste. How do I sit here while people are mourning this man has just been shot, and that's my take? Oh, let's leave the ghetto when we get our monies right. Like, as if I'm like blaming him for getting, do you understand? So it's in bad taste. So I didn't feel comfortable coming to sit here and just having this chat, because that's the conversation that was brought about in me from the incident. But I was like, that's just insensitive. That is not the chat to have right now. But if you're going to jump on every story and embellish things, and your core audience will fall off, which is literally Owami's entire chat in the live that she did. But your core audience will fall off, because that can't be your entire thing. That every time something happens, you come on with an angle that is insensitive, an angle that is negative the whole time, because you're like feeling like you're being incentivized by views, right? Everybody's going on and on about how well Musa Kaula's channel is doing and how everybody thought he would flop on YouTube. He's still new. Like, he's like a train wreck. People can't look away, right? People are watching because they're waiting for him to do some reckless shit. It really, it's like people who want to be reckless but understand consequences. So they live vicariously through Musa. They will come on here because they're like, oh, say the shit we can't say because we're afraid of the repercussions. So you can say the things that we really want to say without proof, without investigation, without just vibes, right? You're just like, this is how I feel, allegedly. Like, girl, what? I don't think you're allowed to do that. I do not think you're allowed to do that. So my whole thing is like, please stop thinking recording lives is a hard work. It's not. It requires you having internet and battery on your phone. I don't know what to tell you. You're not solving any world problems. Okay, if you guys are going to be gossip channels, if you're going to sit down and really have an opinion about things, worth here. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe you don't trust that the things you want to say are worth anything, worth anybody listening, or you do not have thoughts of your own, right? Or you can't articulate the thoughts you have in any way, shape, or form, in any language that you're most comfortable in. So recording a live and just posting it there, you think you've done something. You ain't this shit. I don't know what to tell you. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. And the Didi celebrities obviously will feed off any kind of attention. The BBL girlies, they'll feed off any, so they'll take it. Like any little bit of anybody recording, because they have the option to block these people. Unless they're recording using dummy accounts and whatever. But like, Dora can see that, okay, this blog is always reposting my lives, whatever, let me block. No, it feeds her thing. I guess to each their own. I'm not trying to like look down on like this sector of like, and that's the thing. Let's just divide. Let's not group all the entertainment bloggers. Sims makes us laugh. Other people really just report on the story. Hey, this is what they're saying happened, and they go on about the business. Others report on the story and give us their opinion or on whatever it is that is trending. And that's what I have in my mind when I think entertainment channels, gossip channels, or whatever. I'm thinking Miss Wendy Williams in my head. That's just where my mind goes when I think that. I don't know what, anyway, bye. I don't know what this other shit is, but I just thought I should come down here and tell you guys why it is you won't see me jump on every story that's gonna be trending. If I feel like I don't have anything of value to add to the conversation, I won't add shit. If I feel like it's too early to add the opinion that I have, I'll let it die down. It's probably not the smartest thing because you have to get on it as soon as the story hits. But I think I want to be a little bit more responsible, especially in like instances where death is concerned. People's families, they are people. These are people. Okay? They're not like things for us to gawk at and be like, oh my God, we're so entertained. It's people's lives. Me having that chat right after that man died would have been in poor taste. I'm going to have it now though. Mwah.